Ooh, welcome back, Heavenly. This is Heaven's Army, still in the PlayStation 1 era. Oh yeah, we're not getting out of that until I think maybe. No, if I swap to any of the games, I'll be out of the PlayStation 1 era, no matter what I play next. Once again, why is it so blurry? The fate brings together those who heed the call. Ancient ruins somewhere that was way too fast in Mexico. Somewhere in Mexico? Okay. Again, Tekken has a story in the universe. Okay, so the old man is back in power again? The music. Oh. Oh, nice flying kick. Oh, oh. Wait, there's two of them? Okay, one had a mustache. That was the difference. Is King training again? Is he off the bottle? That's probably a new character. That might also be a new character. I mean, after... Oh, there's the cop again. Lee. That's Yoshimitsu without a doubt. Nice action jump. Yeah, that's the way that... Oh, wait, I think that's Huang right there, isn't it? Who rang is what I called him. Did you rang? He rang. Okay, Jin was out in the force and a tattoo burned on his arm. Tekken 3. That's all you need to know. 1994, wait, 1995, 96, and 98. Make up your mind, because I played Tekken 2 and it was 1994, 95, wasn't it? No, I'm not here to watch Eddie versus Paul. Eddie's new to this game, but I've seen Eddie in the other games. Hit start. This thing just goes without me. Did I actually mess with this? I don't think I did. Oh, maybe I did. Okay. Because I got it on easy, and I got one round to win, so it just speeds up the whole game. Exit. LP+RK. I think I got it, everybody. I think it might be alright. If not, I'll know once I do the thing. Practice mode. Show me all the new characters. Xiao Yu? Yoshi, Nina, Law, Harang. This guy here is the one with all the kicks, right?
Fight.
One versus VPU combo training. I don't know what I'm doing. Is it that or is this this? Why am I all green? Oh, okay. Okay, I got a stance. Yeah. I remember that from Tekken 7. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, the sidestepping. Ah, the sidestepping now. Ooh, I can grab him from the back. Who grabs somebody like that? Anyway, welcome back, Stoltz. How are you? Forward circle. Listen. This dude has stance. Stoltz with another cheer of 10. Thank you so much for all that cheering and hyping. Okay, I don't need to, Oh. That makes no sense either. Alright, let's just return. I can't flap in the air and kick him anymore? No, I can't. I don't have my flying kick anymore. I can't do my super flying kick anymore, everybody. What do I do? I guess you gotta hit reset to just play other modes? Anyway, Tekken Force mode, survival time, team battle versus... There's arcade. Let's just play this game. I had a little warm-up. So, Xiao Yu? I guess I'm playing... That's a new character. Oh, versus Jin. Jin's in this game, and he's at the far end. Okay, I see him now.
Final round.
I don't know what she does. There you go. Forward. Those two buttons? Fortune cookie? Oh, she's really interesting. Didn't really have any combos going, but yeah.
You win.
Oh, she has handstands. Whoa, that's a cool move. I wish I could do that. No, I don't really wish. I could give you 20. But your
Final
best
round. Fight.
what are those? You made me forget what the word was called. Whoa, that was like... I don't know what I just did. I just hit R2 and R2. I lose. Bits. Are they actually called bits? Let me do my move. Come on, he won't let me do my move. I want to do my move.
Final round. Fight.
What happened? I stopped. I didn't attack. Kermit the Frog here. That's my best Kermit the Frog impression for you. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, and then circle. Got it. Back R2, circle. Okay, now stop fooling around.
Final round. Fight.
Nailed it. Oh, thank you. I don't like her weird stance, but she has like a... She has a turn your back to them. Back and squared as a hat thing. Yeah, that. At the end, I did a little weird thing. So, the graphics have not improved. But the pictures have improved. So, the graphics has improved in some spots.
Fight.
Ouch. Ow. Okay, whatever. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, when I got launched in the air, I'm like, uh-oh. I'm glad my horrible Kermit the Frog impression was good enough for you.
Fight.
Nice, okay. Whoa. I just hit L2 circle? Oh no! I thought I could dodge. I dodged once and I was so impressed by my dodging skills that I thought I was invincible for 1 second. How dare I?
Fight.
You might want to turn on your leaderboard to all-time subs and cheers. You'll get more hype that way. What is my board on now? Oh, I kicked her in the head twice.
You win.
You win. How dare you? Oh, thanks, boys. Shouldn't you be a little bit more happier that I won? You won.
Final
How dare
round.
you?
Fight.
I'm trying to figure out a combo. She does not have a combo. She does not have a simple 3-hit combo. She has no 3-hit combos? That's impossible.
You continue.
Continue?
Final round. Fight.
Commands. Forward, forward that. Forward, forward that. She has no 3-hit combos. Fortune cookie is whatever these two buttons are. I'm trying to figure out what her move is.
You win.
It resets every month, yeah, so that people would be like, oh wow, Heavens haven't received a single cheer in over a month. Ouch. I feel bad for him. Somebody should cheer for him. Oh, yeah, when you went low there. Okay, she has no moves at all, but she has a lot of different stances, like up and down.
You win.
So she probably would be really good, but not my style. I'm way better off with. I don't even see my character in there, which is scary.
Final round. Fight.
Nailed him. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no gambling, no silly mini games that take away from the game. I don't want people going off and clicking on links and doing silly things. Yeah, I wish there was a hype person in my channel. They ended too quickly. If I could keep kicking him in the head over and over if I want, I can just keep kicking him there and there over and over. Okay, I'm able to win because I can block and time a kick, okay? I've learned from Tekken 1 and 2 just to block and time my kick or my punch.
Final
But she has no
round.
combos or
Fight.
nothing. I rolled into his sword? What? I've never died that way before. Only in fighting games.
Fight.
I wish I had a hype person in here always. 24/7. Every single day. Oh, that worked. So yeah, one of these days I'll have a hype person here 24/7 for 4 hours every day.
Win.
Yeah. Anyway, I get to play as new girl, Hachi. So I don't have the there's no this. I'm
Final
actually playing this
round.
on a real. Ooh, that hurt. If you roll towards him, you lose all that health. Okay, I lost all my health before the battle even began. All right.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, I tried my back to him and it didn't work. I got him. I'm #1 this month. I just think about my suggestions. Needs to be more interactive in chat, so there's something else to do. Yeah, no, people interacting with chat and missing the actual
Final
game is bad.
round. Fight.
I'm fighting an ogre. Oh. How much health am I gonna lose? That ogre is brutal. He's like a
Final
genie ogre.
round. Fight.
Flying kick for the win!
You win.
You got the wrong commands. So they grabbed Heihachi and...
Final round. Fight.
Flowers! I'm fighting an ogre that looks like a demon. But I can fly kick for the win! Never mind, I got it. That thing looks scary, but no, not scary enough. I had no moves with her. She had no combos or anything. Xiao Yu Land? This looks like Mario. Oh, this is cartoons. What? What is this? This is amazing. Now you're fighting Heihachi in cartoon form? He looks like Dr. Robotnik, but like, you know, less Robotnik than anything. Did she make him pay for her own land? Or is he just visiting her land, Heihachi land? Psych, it was his land all along. The faces. Oh, poor Heihachi. Jerk. What? What? Did you see that? Enter the Tekken. Alright, this is the King of Iron Fist Tournament 3. Who's sponsored it? Probably the old man again? Well, everybody, I can skip this. I'm doing great though, Flowers, now that I've just seen that cutscene. How about you? That was impressive, and then some. Like, Heihachi got beat up by her. Okay, so... we get to play as the bear now? That's exciting. I'm a little excited for this. Yeah, okay, get to fight the one who had no combos. Now he has the back spinny thing, and then the other back spinny thing, and other back spinny thing.
Final round. Fight.
She has a pose? fell over. Okay, my triple kick is still there. I'm glad you're doing good, though. My triple kick is still there.
Win.
Wait, that backflip was not smooth at all. So I don't have the booklet for this one because I'm actually playing on the PlayStation 1 disc. Actually, PlayStation 1. Okay, these are all just timing and distancing again.
You win.
All right, I gotta take a look at his combos. All I remember is the back spinny fist and the back spinny low kick.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, that. I just remember the back spinning thing and the other one. Forward, forward. Oh, right, he had the kangaroo kick and that stuff. I'm missing the people with combos. Like square, triangle, yeah, square, triangle, circle, square, triangle, X. Square, square, triangle. Like, those are the combos that I like. And all of these characters don't have it. What was my move that I was gonna do? Well, that was cool, but... I ran and hit circle and it puts me into that run? That attack? What?
You win.
Okay, well, I'm not a fan of Yoshimitsu either, but he has a cool sword. I like katanas and stuff, but yeah, I not my style either. Eddie! I remember playing as Eddie and I was punching and kicking and... Poor Eddie. It almost kicked the sunglasses right off of him. Ooh, Yoshimitsu spoke! I'm enjoying the games I got. I'm glad you are. Your Final Fantasy 7 almost makes me want to start playing it again. That's all right. I knew I could beat him, but I'm just trying to find other moves to do instead of just fighting and winning. Because yeah, it's not too hard to fight and win. But I'm kind of going through this game really quickly, aren't I? Yeah, it's so easy to counter and kick back.
You win.
I did play all of it. The only thing I didn't do was beat the game on the hardest difficulty. I've only beaten chapter like 1 to 4 on the hardest difficulty.
Fight.
So yeah, I use circle a lot because it's usually a quick kick, but he has a triple spinning kick and leaves me wide open. Remember when you fought the house? Yeah, I can't believe that. Yeah, that house was way more intense in that game than in the original. In the original, you just fight those normally. This sets me up perfectly every time. If I run, I'm right inside to be able to hit him 3 times.
You win.
Nice backflip, man. I do like ending my battle in a backflip. That's kind of all right. I'm assuming Heihachi beat his son.
Final round. Fight.
I laid off the block that 1 second. So my triple circle to an X is that combo right there. I like that one, but you're now on chapter 12. You got a ways to go. But yeah, on the hardest difficulty, you're not allowed to There's a lot of things you can't do.
Round, fight.
Good grief, I almost lost there.
You win.
Win. So what is going on? He picks them up, and then he turns into this?
Final round, fight.
Over. It's over, ladies and gents. That was incredible. That's how you get done fast. I think I'm on easy though. I think easy truly is. It seems to be that the easier, the further along in the years you get, easier it gets easier. I've done easy before on other games and I still lost. When I get into the later games, easy is just really easy. You're giving a rat an ogre's blood? If this turns into Parasite Eve, I'm gonna freak out if this turns into Parasite Eve. Turns into a giant rat, okay? It turned into a big giant rat that burst through the mansion. And it looked like the mansion for Final Fantasy VII, the original. Alright, cool. I'll let the credits roll when I beat this game. I might accidentally beat this game again in, like, way too quick. It's been not even half an hour. And, I am already done 2 characters. So, hour, 2 hours, 3... Oh, wait! Another character got unlocked! Well, if more characters unlock, then I'm for it. But I'm gonna be done this game if it keeps going and I don't unlock more characters. So she's the one... Oh, she's the girl who unlocks the panda bear. Oh, I forgot all about that. She was in Tekken 7 as well then. I just didn't recognize her because of the, you know, the graphics are really good in this game.
Final round, fight.
Does she have a flying kick or no? No. They removed the flying kick. You are cold. What is cold? Other than like plus 70 degrees out, what do you mean?
Final round, fight.
Does she not do anything? I'm gonna try to hit the R buttons and L buttons now. I know she has her lower kick to upper kick thing, or up kick to low kick. I remember that from the Tekken 2, but how many people have no combos in this game?
Final round, fight.
Back punch punch. That's it? It's a chain throw? Falling arm break? Shut up. I think that was shut up. That was a big backhand. Okay, I'm probably just gonna be able to beat this game. What a question. Yeah, it's plus 70 out, right? It's not cold. I like to have an AC running right now.
Final
round.
Fight.
Oh! Did I actually kick him there? My goodness. I don't know what kind of sound that came out of him, but it sounded pretty bad. Ah, they all laugh evilly now. They added evil laughter in this game.
Final round.
Yeah, he's all kicks.
Fight.
What just happened? I went flying and I grabbed him? No, I don't know what I did.
You win.
I don't know what I did there. Is she gonna laugh every time? Oh no, fighting. That's not a panda, that's a bear. Oh, it's a panda now.
Final round. Fight.
Forward X is a grab. You fight like Jack. I laid off a block to kick and I was off by... Yeah, so that panda goes with the new girl.
You lose.
Xiao Yu? Xiao Yu added the panda.
Final round. Fight.
Front flip kick! Oh, I don't mean to do front flip kicks, but it's forward circle and I don't normally do that. Julia's back into this game. Okay, so did they remove the other girl then?
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, laid off the block again. Oh, that was low.
You lose.
So, Julia's now added. The one that I thought was Julia this whole time. I don't like her move. Because she sidestepped attacked me. Oh, Julia's kicking my butt.
Final round. Fight.
That hit me? Kicked in the head. Yes, you can sidestep in this game now. I just kept kicking her in the head for beating me up so many times. In the other game, Soul Calibur, you keep hitting the guys like over and over for like a minute after you win.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah. All I have is timing, kick, and distance on my side. I can't figure out these people's moves at all. So we beat up Heihachi in this.
Final round. Fight.
I'm rolling away from him. I hit forward. Why? Why did I hit forward there of all the times?
Final round. Fight.
Whoa, I hit up and away kick. I hit up away kick there. That worked out pretty well. I even surprised myself because I didn't know what I was going to do. I just decided to fire it off. It's like I'm my own I'm my own like
fight.
my own ace in the hole move. I'm like I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Oh, I hit circle just too early. No problem. No, my forward running X is a grab. You just kick them when they're down again, so that's kind of
win.
mean, but it works. Haha. Yeah, so Soul Calibur 5 was not fun at all. I did not enjoy Soul Calibur 5. Now, I have Soul Calibur 4 again.
Final round. Fight.
No problem. It's forward circle again. So I'm hoping the older Soul Caliburs are better, because Soul Calibur 5 was just block and wait and fall asleep while you were fighting, so... I couldn't find a single fun character. Mishima Financial Empire what? Work was under to restore Nina's memories, but... The research lab. Soul Calibur 5 was probably the worst one? Okay, so Nina lost her memories? They're trying to restore her memories. She keeps going to the grave. We visited the grave last time. In Tekken 2. And then it was her? What's happening? I think she's chastising her sister. And then I think that was a smile? I think that was a smile at the end. The tech. I'm skipping it. I didn't even know Soul Calibur 6 was out. Unless that was the new one that came out recently. I have to go through Soul Calibur 1 to 4, right? I'm unlocking characters as I go through the game. Okay, cool. We're gonna fill out the whole bottom row as well? It's time to bring some law to... Ooh, I'm fighting my friend right away? Law versus Paul is their friends, right?
Final round. Fight.
I did the Dragon Tail. I remember Dragon Tail. Wow, okay.
You win.
You have Soul Calibur 6? It's been out for a while. Okay, that was not the new fighting game that's coming out then. It must be Street Fighter 6 that's coming out.
Final round. Fight.
Poor Eddie.
You win.
So yeah, I have Soul Calibur 4 and I played 5, and 5 was not fun. And I can play 4 now.
Final round. Fight. KO.
4 is your favorite? Oh, cool. I'm playing Soul Calibur not in order, because Soul Calibur is a little bit weirder to get. Tekken was not so bad, because Tekken 1 and 2 and is on PlayStation 3, and I technically have Tekken. I had Tekken 3 and I had no idea I had it. I like triple kicking people in the head. They just don't fall over. They just stand up forever. They have to end the battle because it's too much. I like how it says insert a coin at the top of the game.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, he went low.
You continue.
Continue. I don't have that many.
Final round. Fight. KO.
Okay, so he has like button mash square, button mash triangle, or button mash X. Ooh. It's like a really off out of sync elephant.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, King is a little bit more... King seems to have a little bit more, like, limber. He seems to be able to move a little bit better.
Final round. Fight.
Okay. I don't have any flashy moves. I don't have any 10-hit combos up my sleeve. But I could at least just pull off a win like this. Oh no, not Gun Jack. So what happened to Jack 4?
Final round. Fight.
My flying kick. Okay, so my up towards kick that takes people heads off in Tekken 1 and 2 has been removed, but running an X seems to be a lunging flying kick that does... It seems to connect all the time
Final
and win. Yeah, the forward X, this works. It just works very well in this game. As long as I can keep pulling off like the wins, that's all that matters. And then watching the funny stories.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, that was that move I was doing on Tekken 7. Ooh, I switched up on him. I went with circles and then I switched just to X. So yeah, in Tekken 7, I was hitting whatever move I was hitting, and that was that hard attack. Cause it looks like I beat Tekken 7. It really looked like I beat Tekken 7.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, that's Eddie's move. That's Eddie's move, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that was. The ogre makes a lot of noise, but what do you expect? Oh no, he picks up him. I don't know if he's absorbing him, transforming him, or I don't know what's going on. They don't show it.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, that worked. It was going to hit me, but I don't know what the ogre can do because I keep doing like that kind of setup every time and win. So Paul and him's hanging out, and is that their teacher, Sensei? Oh, I thought he messed up. He still can't do the
King of Iron Fist.
I guess he's just got skills. Stop talking! The King of Iron Fist. Alright, the movies end too quickly. Oh, so Yoshimitsu I barely played at all? I see. Somehow I did really well with Yoshimitsu, apparently, says this game. Mokujin! Somebody was like, you gotta do something to unlock Mokujin. Mokujin is a tree, apparently. Okay. I should be good with this guy. Hey, Cashin. I miss having no ads. That's, yeah, I don't miss ads.
Final round.
How you been, by the way? Ooh, you like that combo? He hit me out of my cool move I was about to do. Again, he hit me out of my cool move I was about to do. Take that! My cool move. I remember that move. So I like this character because he's got like a lot of kicks.
You win.
But he also has a lot of like spinning around, turning his back, having his hand one way or the other. Like if I could figure out the buttons.
Final round. Fight.
That. Ha ha he right? I could spin around that way. All right. I think I know why I like him because I can hit forward and back. My forward and back does that. Mizuki is done. Mizuki? Wow, I haven't got anybody done. I farm for a whole week and then I try to level up somebody. Project Red? Oh, okay, I already got Project Red done. But I don't have Saga. How did you get all those characters, Kashi? You got way too many characters on Arknights. I don't have any of those. I haven't gotten any new characters in a long time. Did you see that combo? Did you see that combo? It was perfect. You have a surprise for me, or for you as in Cashin. Okay. I just read you as me, so.
Final round. Fight.
Oh. That forward X is a spin move? Yeah, this guy actually looks flashy.
You win.
Such odd such odd
fight.
Yeah, I think I like playing as this character because he's fun to play as. Do I know any of his combos? No, not a single one. Oh no, last time I fought Julia, she beat me up.
Final round. Fight.
I'm glad he had a tracking kick, because I just would have been beaten up there. You like playing as Lily? Who's Lily? Who's Lily?
Final round. Fight.
That was my back kick.
You win.
Oh, in future Tekkens? I hope my Heavenlies want me to play the future Tekkens. I don't have any more after this one. I need to get 4 and 5.
Round. Fight.
Gonna go for the grabs, is he? He hit me out of my air combo. Ooh, that was well set up. That's my distance and timing that I got again. I kind of figured that would work. I don't have that one either, so I'm gonna be playing them in order. So after Tekken 3 is
Final
supposedly
round.
Tekken 4.
Fight.
Ah, I missed him. Set up with a low kick to a high kick. Nice, man.
You win.
Yeah, Flowers doesn't give me hugs and stuff anymore. Flowers used to do that for me.
Final round. Fight.
I wasn't done with you. So yeah, I'm thinking Harang might be a really good character for me as well. His kicks are just out of the world, out of nowhere. So I could kick low anytime I want too. It doesn't all have to be high kicks. He's got the trophy. He won. Jin runs away. The people are after Jin, and I'm like, oh. Whoa, he just started glowing and then he jumped up like two stories and out of a window?
The king of Iron Fist Tournament. Enter the Tekken.
From, if I recall, if I went to Flowers, you're a female. On your Twitter. Unless the picture is not you. I just like to call people by their names, not by gender. Because gender doesn't really matter here. You are who you are. I don't need to associate you with a guy or a girl to talk to you. So, do I know Eddie's moves? No. But if I button mash like crazy, I'll be able to do some crazy spinny maneuvers. And I'm gonna be on my hands and spinning around and...
Final round, fight!
There it is, it's away. It's away moves. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing stuff like that soon. Once I hit away.
Final round, fight!
Whoa. What? Did you see that? I would have destroyed him.
You win.
You actually sent me a hug after you just feel bad for never giving me any hugs anymore, only giving it to Cashin.
Final round, fight!
There it is again. Like I get right crazy at the end. At the end, Eddie just goes crazy. Sure you were. No hugs for me for like over 2 weeks, Cashin. And only now one today since we were talking about it. Can you believe, Flowers?
Round, fight!
Huh. I didn't really do much there. Fun fact.
You win.
Cap is not only a fighting style, but also a type of dance here in Brazil, created by slaves in the past.
Round,
Oh, are you talking about Eddie's fighting style? Ooh. 'Cause, like, Eddie is super flashy. To me, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but he makes me look really good, so... I like him, but I won't be able to win a real fight if I had to fight against somebody. That's...
Final round,
Caporia?
fight!
Nice! I figured it out. It took me a while. It was like down and away in L2. Whatever I have L2 set up to.
You win.
Oh, I even made Eddie laugh. I did a cool move there, apparently. He's got a
Final
eyebrow
round,
piercing.
Fight.
Why can't I get up? Good grief. King went a little psycho on me there. Maybe he's not drinking anymore. Yay! I didn't hug you because I don't need to. And he was playing Warframe, so I focused on the game. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm fighting
Final round,
Monokuma?
fight.
Is Mokuma Mokujin a girl? Well, either way, I just got wrecked by Mokujin anyway.
You lose. Continue. 8.
Trying to grab my Tekken CD.
Final round. Fight.
Whoa! Whoa! What was I doing there at the end? I started spinning all around again. I read fast as. Ooh. Ooh, be nice, Kashipu. Yeah.
Final round. Fight.
I figured out that move. What is happening? I can't believe I... Eddie! I don't know what I was doing, but it looked really good.
You win.
I told him to be spinning on my hands at some point and doing some cool maneuvers with Eddie. Only Eddie can I ever just do moves like this and I don't know what I'm doing.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, I forgot that uppercut. Oh, it's rats I missed. Forward X for the win, yo. Oh, I gotta love it.
You win. Final round. Fight.
Again, I was hitting like diagonals and X's and I was starting to spin around, but
You win.
yeah, I was doing stuff like that. Eddie was showing you what I was about to do. Because I don't know what I'm doing. The old-fashioned limousines? It is. But it's a really short, tiny limousines too, not the long ones. Eddie's room at 11 p.m. Got a piano. Organization headquarters. It's 12 a.m. The guy takes off his glasses and starts fighting him. And then he starts shaking a man on the floor. And then he points over there. Is he after Kazuya? Is he after Kazuya? Because that's all I got out of that was he shook a man and he looked at pictures whilst drinking coffee. That's what I got out of that picture, that video. If I'm wrong, you gotta let me know. Yeah, I'm unlocking all the characters. Cool. Oh no, not Paul. He has a bunch of like Circle X that you gotta hit really quick and stuff. I wonder if this PlayStation 3 mode still has the
Final round. Fight.
No, I can't figure out any of his combos. Phoenix Smasher. Okay, he has a lot of a lot of Hadouken moves. Okay. Well, I did my down away punch.
You win.
I do need a lot of rich people to show up and be like, "Wow, you do a great job. Here's a lot of money."
Final round. Fight.
Aha, that worked. I did a punch and I missed. The punch was a complete miss.
Win.
I almost got the book out of the PlayStation 1 case. I
Final
got the book out of the
round.
PlayStation 1
Fight.
case. Aha, that was my Hadouken punch right there.
You win.
Win. Do I dare hit my PlayStation button? No, because it's not gonna work on a CD,
Final
right?
round. Fight.
No. So there's no manual here. Sadly, there's no manual. Yu-Gi-Oh! What about Poke MMO? I thought you were all focused for Poke MMO. Cause I don't know. There's no Yu-Gi-Oh! Games I want to play. I almost died. I almost died. The bear was charging up. Did you see that? What do you mean 469? You mean 2,469 days? So yeah, what Yu-Gi-Oh game are you talking about? Because I won't be playing the one that I played again, because nah. But Poke MMO, I thought.
Final round. Fight.
Nice. Double nice. Oops. I didn't kick quick enough. Didn't kick quick enough. Okay, that just left me wide open. Anna is Nina's sister. Yes, yes.
You
Sleepy
win.
time? Well, thanks for hanging out, Flowers. Thanks for finally sending one hug out in months and months that's gone by.
Final round. Fight.
I could do the Hadouken stuff. Nice, that's a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage that punch did. That was a big, that was almost as much as my health bar.
Final round. Fight.
Nice. Okay, my down away punch and my down forward punch works very well.
You win.
Yeah, Arknights is I've been playing Arknights every single night, but nothing's really getting done because I wait for a whole month to level up one character.
Round. Fight.
Nice, that worked out perfectly. That was a good guess on where he was gonna be.
You win.
Win. I might have to read the manual after some time goes by.
Final round. Fight.
Nice, my rubber band attack worked again.
You win.
Alright, well, I'm not good, I'm just okay with timing.
Final round. Fight.
Perfect. He falls for it every time. This is by far one of the easiest final bosses I've ever fought in a fighter game. Even if it is on the mode that I'm on, I found Tekken 1 and 2 was still harder. On the same mode. Wait, is that a police officer that's catching him speeding? I think he got a speeding ticket. He kicked dirt out of him. Come on, what's happening? Okay, poor Paul. I keep forgetting they keep hitting start at that point because I'm laughing at the videos and I'm forgetting that it just doesn't kick to this mode. Well, I'm almost halfway done and I'm not even I'm 1/4 of the way done of my live stream. Either A, gotta somehow slow down, or B, somehow start losing and things will happen. So yeah, my poor Arknight says, I'm getting stronger at least.
Fight.
Palm attack. Nice, okay. That leaves him in the air. King has a back stance now?
You win.
Or am I playing as Iron King, who's faster and more... Because that's normal King there. I have like a gray mask on.
Final round. Fight.
I did the back and away kick thing.
You win.
You're gonna try to use only Abyssal Hunters? I wish I had Spectre. And Scotty. That would be a really cool team to have.
Final round. Fight.
I just tried to do a combo and like nothing happened. Like spin the controller around and hit a button. Yeah, nothing happened. I just looked like I just threw a punch. King Lee.
Final round. Fight.
I knew he was gonna go low there for some reason. It just didn't block. King seems to be like more on the power side now.
You win.
Again, I'm not doing any grabs because I don't know how to do any of them, but yeah, he seems more like a heavy attacker now.
Final round. Fight. You win.
I like how a person in a mask can actually make the sounds of the animals that they're wearing. Yeah, it's kind of strange, isn't it, in video games?
Final round. Fight.
I'm an up away kick again.
KO.
And an up away X kick. I like how we both hit the ground exactly at the same time. That was awesome. I would love to somehow be able to get new characters in Arknights, but I haven't finished off all the people that I want to level up yet.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, that did nothing. Okay, I did forward and R2. It was a clothesline, apparently.
Final round. Fight.
Wait, what was that? Oh, I like my R2 button. My R2 is just that. nice and strong, and then I went I did a flying kick, everybody. Wow. Totally did not mean to do that, but it I did it.
Final round. Fight.
I want to clothesline somebody. I'm never gonna be able to clothesline anybody, aren't I?
You continue.
You continue.
Final round. Fight.
Every time I try to clothesline, I get grabbed. Wow, he grabbed again. All right, enough of those. I'm not enough hitting those weird buttons.
Final round. Fight.
Really, Paul? I know I can't fight as king, but
Final round. Fight.
King's kick is just out of the range every time. Why? His legs are way longer than that.
You continue.
His legs goes to another dimension when I kick.
Fight.
I know I'm not blocking, but this is embarrassing. I had to block that time because I was going to lose if I didn't block again. I just, for some reason, don't want to block the king. Good growl. Well, I'm gonna be flying through Tekken 3, and I'm gonna have...
Final round. Fight.
I'm literally gonna have nothing to do in, like, no time at all. I managed to get out of a grab by hitting punch. Not the grab button itself, just punch. Is that all it takes to get out of a grab is a punch? Because that's new and I like it. If I could get out of all grabs by hitting punch, that's awesome.
Fight.
I knew that was coming because he did that before. I was able to block that one and wait for the second attack that was coming its way. I'm glad I got it on this difficulty. Yeah, because I wouldn't know how to win on any harder difficulty. When you know no combos, yeah, it's not good.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, there you go. He's got a really big target to hit, so I find the ogre second form easier than the first form. It's just, yeah. Oh, wrestling? Who's he? Ogre is disappointing. I got it on easy mode though. I really do. Ooh, clothesline, right? Thumbs down. Just normal people wearing masks.
The king of Iron Fist Tournament.
I don't know what...
Enter the Tekken.
I don't know what the videos mean. I don't know if there's like... Iron King is having a hard time now? Like the last time King was a raging alcoholic. So now they're, oh, there's way more new characters now. If I, yeah, okay, I want to read off what's going on in this book because I read off the other books, but now I literally have an actual real book in my hand, and you can't see the words on the screen. Unlocked Ogre?
Round. Fight.
That's my move. One, two, three, four. It was louder and better. I missed the PS4 microphone.
You win.
It was louder and better? The PS4 microphone. So the PS5 microphone is no good, is that what you're saying?
Final round. Fight.
That's a really good combo. I was teeing up. Those are lefts and rights coming at her.
You win.
Those were a bunch of lefts and rights when the laptop was bad. When the laptop was bad, the PS4 mic.
Final round. Fight.
Was my mic louder, or you know why my mic is lower, right? It's because I have a fan that's as loud as an 18-wheeler running in my house. It's right underneath my mic. If I don't make my mic quieter, you're gonna hear the fan. Yeah, if I turn it down any louder, you'll hear a fan running. My laptop's broken. What was I about to do?
You win.
Hopefully by next month a fan will show up and I can put it in, and then I could turn up my mic way louder, but it should be coming in quite loud. Oh, Brian's in this game, is he? Well, Brian, this is your debut.
You win.
Be careful. Be careful with all that brushing.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, Mokujin fights as everybody, because that's Harang right there.
You continue.
That was Harang that I was fighting. Yeah, I see what Mokujin does.
Final round. Fight.
I want to go into drunk mode, but it won't let me. Yeah, the AI is like, the moment you go into drunk mode, it gets into psycho mode.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, just punch. Just punch, because it was ridiculous. I was losing all the time. No way. No more losing. I was trying to. I could get into drunken mode, and once I do that, the AI just goes into I'm not happy with you mode.
Final round. Fight. You win.
Wonder how much harder this game would be if I put it on normal. 'Cause I feel like the battles would be a little bit longer and harder and slower. I feel like they would be slower too, but
Fight.
set up. Set up with a good timing again.
You win.
That was a good setup. I like that one. I knew it was happening. I knew the punch was coming.
Final round. Fight.
Kick me out of the air. I almost would have had him perfect, but he got me like while I was flying through the air. What a cheater. I thought I had a yellow feather in my hair there when I kicked into the other video and I looked. Alright, Ogre. You, me.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, that's a lot of my health gone. I do like going like low and high and low with some characters. It feels really powerful against the AI. Yeah, he picks them up and then he turns into... Oh, that. I just skipped it because it was weird.
Fight.
There you go. Second form is definitely easier than first form.
You win.
The second form is just like, I am gonna hit you now, and it's just like, no, I already hit you like 3 times. Okay, what's happening now? Is he spinning the bowl and... He's gone through a major training. Is that a sword? And he went to sleep.
The king of Iron Fist Tournament.
He trained and then went to sleep. I think that's the video. I'm guessing this is what they would do if they won the King of Iron Fist tournaments, I guess. But most of them are a spoof because only one person can win. I could have just hit left. Are you kidding me? Well, again, when I played Tekken 7, I thought this guy was the main guy. And kinda, I mean, he's the grandchild. But I thought he was the main guy.
Final round. Fight.
I remember these combos. Okay. He has square, triangle, circle, square, triangle, X. He has normal combos.
You win.
They have his Hayachi's super flying uppercut move that I was doing over and over.
Final round. Fight.
I think he does. I think he does, because I sent them flying.
You win.
I guess the Mishima has their own fighting style. There's just 3 different people having...
Final round. Fight.
That's it. That's the move. Yeah, okay. It's got such range too. Or her wang. That's 3 uppercuts in a row, my dude.
You win.
Not fair to be timing it that well, but anyway, cool. Let's. I remember that move. What else does Daddy have? And Grandpa have.
Fight.
Whoa, that was awesome. I mean, what was she doing? She spun around. I'm like, I'm blocking.
You win.
Oh, you're doing nothing. the most, I don't know what kind of jab that was ever, but
Final round. Fight.
ducked underneath of him, really? I ducked underneath his little punch and sent them flying. That was awesome. I think we actually lost Jack 3. Unless Gun Jack will unlock him.
Fight.
There's so much health gone as well. It's so much health for that uppercut, it's not fair.
You win.
So much damage. Okay, whoever, I'm fighting Mokujin, but it could be anybody who I'm fighting. I wonder if somebody's main character is Mokujin.
Final round. Fight.
And they're so good they can just be as anybody. Bad timing to hit that move. Why did I let block? Oh, I blocked it, but I didn't block the. I didn't block up high quick enough. He's playing as Lee. That was Lee who I'm fighting.
Final round. Fight.
Fighting her, am I?
You win.
I think the AI doesn't know that the uppercut's coming. They think I'm gonna like run at them, so just throw a kick that would hit me.
Final round. Fight.
Nice. I mean, I meant to do the other kick, but whatever. I was hoping to be spinning around after that kick. Oh no! I'm fighting Grandpa Hachi.
Final round. Fight.
I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. There you go. I did it. It's a dirty slip in between a move. All you have to do is hit low and it's over, but they don't ever go low. And I don't know if medium will hit me either, because they don't seem to hit me when I do that uppercut coming.
Final round. Fight.
I just up kicked him. Up towards kick, but anyway, that was kind of funny. Good job, Jin. Now the ogre. So who's like, I don't know where this ogre's coming from. Like, that doesn't make any sense right now.
Final round. Fight.
Over. Ah, it's over.
You win.
That uppercut is so good in this game. Uppercut's like hitting somebody with a perfect, like, Shoryuken. The lights flickered out of this old building. I'm assuming Jin won this time? Whoa! Grandpa shot? And then I turn into devil form. Oh, wow, okay. So I don't know what's going on with this family, but like
The king of Iron Fist Tournament.
with Final Fantasy VII, it really helped out that Heihachi was trying to stop the demon bloodline. That he had a child with this lady, and she had the demon blood, and his son Kazuya got it, and Kazuya had a son, and I think he's just trying to put a stop to the demons, but like. Without that context, it's just like, oh wow, like yeah, but like if you don't know, if you're going into it, you're like, why is this guy trying to kill everybody all the time? I think I unlocked everybody. I beat the whole top row in an hour and a half. That's kind of sad and disappointing, really. I would have liked to be able to play this game a little longer, but I'll see what if there's another mode that I can do something on, great, but so far, every mode was just like, yeah, you unlock
Fight.
nothing. You unlock nothing. I'm about to get hit there. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's a bit tricky. I think I did it. Stop kicking low. Change game, change the game. I can't. I gotta at least beat the game before I change the game. I'm not gonna stop halfway through a video game and never play it again. That would be mean to the games.
Final round. Fight.
What did I do there? Okay, holding down and square.
You win.
So clearly you don't want me to go through the Tekken series. Okay, because I'm hoping other people would want me to finish off the Tekken series.
Final round. Fight.
That misses all of them? Whoa, was that forward punch?
You win.
I think Brian's like a psycho bad guy, isn't he? I think so. I think he's a bad guy, that Brian.
Final round. Fight.
I think forward punch sends people flying, okay.
You win.
Madness. Madness. When's chapter 9 coming out, Cashin?
Final round. Fight.
That just right. Missed, okay. Got it. I think I can get the timing. He's wearing snakeskin pants, isn't he? They introduced a lot of characters in this game. They did, because Tekken 1 and 2 had...
Final round. Fight.
They added 2 new characters. Oh, okay, I hit R2 at the end there. You have a good one. I'll just keep playing these games all here all night, all night long. Have fun. I'm gonna hit R2 this time.
Final round. Fight.
Oh wow, that worked. Okay, didn't like up that way in circle. Let's try up that way and in X. Oh no, the last time I fought her, the first time I fought her, she beat me up pretty badly.
Round. Fight.
Oh, that doesn't work either. I was just throwing the same punch to see what would happen. I can't do forward punch anymore.
You win.
Why? Have I lost my awesome power of forward triangle?
Final round. Fight. You
Forehand,
win.
Hachi.
Final round. Fight. You win.
Take that, ogre.
Final round. Fight.
It's so easy. It's way too easy. Again, though, I've played a few where the final boss was so difficult it took a half an hour to win, so I guess after you experience a boss that takes a half an hour to pull off one win, and you fight Ogre, it feels so easy. Oh no, it's the guys who are after Jin. How was none of those bullets hitting him? That hit him. Okay, this guy's like a cyborg, isn't he? Yeah. He has an evil laugh. He's clearly a bad guy, but like he's got some crazy power if he could rip off the tank gun off of a tank. Wow, the people who I fought really well with are only barely used them. A madness, I say. If I hit arcade mode, I have to like I got like 18 seconds to read something. Or I could just like beat the whole main story and then read the book. I might do that. Hit square. Okay, square didn't work. I'll hit triangle or circle to fight as the panda.
Final round. Fight.
I was just trying my L2 and R2 buttons, but okay.
You win.
The bear looks so not realistic. Oh no, bear! versus the
Final round.
the jaguar.
Fight.
Okay, that's an uppercut. I just smacked him a whole bunch of times. Okay. I was like forward at R1 3 times.
You win.
Looks like a werewolf bear slash like a terrible animatronic thing.
Final round. Fight.
So just R1 was all I needed to do. Somehow when I was hitting R, I did a grab somewhere in the middle of that, and I don't know how I grabbed, but whatever. I'll figure out these combos. Just R1 is all I need to do some damage if I need to.
Final round. Fight.
That did nothing. L2 did nothing.
You continue.
L2 did nothing.
Final round. Fight.
Forward R2 did that, and back R2 did the big paws up in the air. Okay.
You win.
Just don't look at the graphics and it's not so bad. That picture looks pretty good.
Final round. Fight.
Just like that. All right. That worked out very well.
You win.
It's like a really bad car trying to rev up its engine.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, I wanted to hit him with that. Very, very powerful, this bear. There wasn't a lot of health, and all I did was an one button thing, or I guess 2 buttons, but still, it wasn't like a combo or anything. There's a lot of powerful moves in this game.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, R2 is square, square, triangle. That's kind of unfair. They were dodging and sidestepping and everything. And it still hit. It still hit, really?
You win.
That's mean. That's a hard thing to dodge then. Vroom, vroom. Yeah, that's what I think the bear was trying to say.
Final round. Fight.
He did a falling elbow drop on me? And I lost?
Final round. Fight.
I couldn't hit him low. Wow, Lee.
You continue.
Wow, Lee.
Final round. Fight.
Forward, forward, triangle will send you flying in the air for another air juggle combo, but I don't know any moves like that.
Final round. Fight.
Forward R2 works so well.
You win.
Looks like the bear got like hit so hard in the head, it's like walking around in a daze.
Final round. Fight.
Wow. That was a crazy combo that the ogre did.
Final round. Fight.
My kicks are so short. My kicks are so short, they never hit. My go-to default is like kick somebody in the face really quickly, but the bear has no range when he kicks. This PlayStation 1 CD is pretty scratched, but it's seeming to work just fine.
Fight.
That was my 1, 2, 3 combo. R. Backwards R, forwards R. 2. All those were R2s, by the way. And that's all I needed to do. Oh, I turned to the panda? Yeah, she's a friend with a pen. Oh, but the other bear's jealous? She ignored him. And the guy's slowly closing the gate as the wind slowly blows by. What? I see the grizzly bear's in love with the panda bear. I see. Weird, but funny. Okay, I kind of like the comedy in Tekken. Oh! I unlocked, like, quite a few characters. I gotta figure out who the ogre is. I will read the manual, I might as well, out loud.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, look at that damage. He kind of has a Horang's kick as well.
You win.
Oh, I do like how we could just power up lightning and stuff. I just did Horang's kick, so Horang has to fight me now.
Final round. Fight.
He seems to fall for it every time.
You win.
Seems to fall for that uppercut every time, that poor Horang. Horang is what I'm gonna call him.
Final round. Fight.
Actually sit away from that, wow. Forward, forward, X, and circle. Okay.
You win.
I wonder if I did go through Tekken 7 again, would I be able to win?
Fight.
That just looks sloppy. We both like miss each other and we're like, But because he did that slow, dumb punch to the ground, it takes forever to get up. I was able to do whatever I wanted to do.
Final round. Fight.
I don't know why the AI is not thinking that that's a deadly thing and maybe you should dodge it or block it or something. The AI just lets it hit him.
Final round. Fight.
That's what you get for stomping on me. Quick uppercut. Okay. I wish I could just figure out what to do after I uppercut you like that, because my kicks seem to miss.
Final round. Fight.
That took me out of my move. What was that? Okay, so if I'm ready, I can kick you. Get an extra move in. Oh, okay.
Win.
But I feel like you should just do more than like one kick at the end. You should be able to, if you juggle somebody in the air, you should keep him in the air as long as you can.
Final round. Fight.
I remembered that one. I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. That like locks on and I almost did a complete 180. But right, that one I'm surprised I hit, but I'm just trying to remember what his power-up move is.
Final round. Fight.
I grab grandson. Get out of here. Like my shotgun blast. Yeah, I like that move. It's very good.
You win.
It's very get out of my face kind of maneuver.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, I look good. Yikes. I don't know if the hitbox is like, I don't know what to do here, so I'll just send him flying that way. Yeah, that was crazy. He picks up Jin? Okay, so if you play as him, he picks up Jin.
Final round. Fight.
Kaboom.
You win.
Hooray! I feel like I've gotten a whole lot better fighting as everybody. Oh, an extra cutscene. Does he actually shoot Jin? No, he took him away. Are you worried for your grandson for once, or... Oh no, Is he gonna throw him out of a helicopter or something? It wasn't a mountain, it's not the same! He turned into a devil, so he threw...
Iron Fist Tournament.
That probably happened.
Enter.
That probably really... That was the true ending right there, probably. Hey, Hachi, 2.4, 2.4, 2.4, wow. I got a lot of 2.4s there. Good job, me. Yeah, the new girl I couldn't fight as, apparently. This is happening, isn't it? I'm actually playing as the ogre. And I hope there's a story to it, because that'll be great. If there is, like, I'll at least...
Final round. Fight.
That was exactly the same as somebody else's moves. They don't have... Unless I'm still scrolling down, which I'm not. They don't have the straight up combos. King, let me do this. Thank you.
You win.
You could speak? Oh wow, cool. Killing blows have been added into this game too. I don't recall the other game having it.
Fight.
Like he fights like Heihachi. Yes, he does. Okay. I did down, away punch, and I did a grab?
You win.
I don't know what he's saying. Anybody know what the ogre is saying? Or
Final
ergo?
round. Fight.
I don't like his moveset.
You win.
I don't know what you're saying. I can't even guess. Ooh. Yoshimitsu's looking stranger and stranger every game.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, what was that? Well, I hit you with that move, surprisingly. Surprising that hit.
You win.
Yeah, I hope the manual tells me who Ogre is.
Final round. Fight.
Wow, okay. Ah, you got me. All right. Oh no, not Eddie. If the AI could button mash like me,
Final
I might not be able to beat him.
Fight.
It's not bad. Does they added killing moves now? But they added so many good new characters now. Oh no. I had to hit him because he was gonna defeat me. Eddie's just too crazy. But welcome back, Mel. It's alright. It's got a lot more characters and a lot more story, so I'm liking that, but I'm beating this game super quickly.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, just before it launched off. There you go. Even though I missed, I had a wide open attack, so...
You win.
I've unlocked all the characters, I think, unless the game keeps unlocking characters as I beat these people. I think I mentioned there was something else in this game for you to do.
Round. Fight.
There's something else in this game? I think I may have seen it when I scrolled up to arcade story mode, but I'll give it a shot.
Win.
A different mode and isn't a one-on-one. Well, this game has sidestepping, Mel. 1 and 2 did not have sidestepping. This game has it.
Final round. Fight.
Wow, that was good. Good blocking. My big foot missed. Apparently Ogre's the final boss of this game.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, that was dumb. Why did he fall for this killer blow twice? What a fool. Just took him out real quickly, like. Yeah, not too sure what you're saying, but... Okay, and then I defeated Heihachi, and then the ogre transforms into this thing, and I'll be able to play as him too.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, alright. I got hit there, but, you know.
You win.
You win. If I straight up battle, I win. But if I try to tamper around with other buttons, it's not good. Okay, so there's another cutscene? I'm not too sure what's going on here, though. Ooh, fire breath. It's like a demon from another realm, or like...
Of Iron Fist
I see, but it has no context. It has no context whatsoever, except the ogre turned into that, and then it shot a helicopter out of the sky. With fire breath, and the other one kind of crashed into him. I don't know what it means, though. Okay, now we're doing real ogre form. Well, by the looks of how quickly I'm going through this game, I'll have plenty of time to try out the other mode.
Round. Fight.
What? I can catch people on fire. Madness. Madness, everybody. I'm just like a really big, ugly ogre. I don't even know. It's like a cross between like the Minotaur,
Final
Gargoyle.
round. Fight.
Really? You fell for that punch? True ogre is what you'd fight if you didn't have it set to 1 round, I think.
You win.
If I put it to 2 rounds, I can fight another version of him? Because I can do that. I could also put it on normal too once I'm done.
Final round.
Once I'm done messing about. Just out of his range. Oh, come on, King. You're not supposed to fall for that. Like, you're not supposed to fall for that.
You win. Final round. Fight.
Just out of his range? Oh, okay. Forward X, everybody.
You win.
Oh, his arm is a snake. I didn't realize that until just now. I was always fighting him on the right side, and it looked like he had just 2 normal arms, but...
Fight.
That's unfair. That fire breath is like the laser I-beam. Yeah, that's crazy. But I didn't know I had a snake arm. Oh, actually, it's popping out of my shoulder. I don't know what... I don't know if it's an arm or a shoulder at this point. There's a lot of going on with this ogre thing.
Final round. Fight.
Good job, you dodged it. She's actually avoiding all of it. Okay, she didn't fall for that one. I ran at her and kept running. I've never defeated somebody by running at them before. I didn't hit a button, I just ran at them. And apparently they just do their own tackle. That's hilarious. Never beat anybody that way before.
Final round. Fight.
That's right, get out of here. The A was like, and then I'm just like, oh, here you go, fire breath.
Final round. Fight.
I should not have hit a button there. What? Forward has a snake and back triangle, I mean. Does that.
You win.
Might add more of a condition thing to fight. I tried looking into it, it's been a long time.
Final round. Fight.
Nice, my flying kick for the end, yo. I'm glad I could. The moves like come to my brain from time to time. Like, oh yeah, I got the flying kick move. I know I've been trying this new snake shoulder arm thing that I got going on, but I still have my flying kick.
Final round. Fight.
Catch on fire. I was gonna catch him on fire at the end. I was gonna roast him. The only way I know how to roast him. This is second form ogre here, in case if you were wondering.
Final round. Fight. You win.
Maybe if I attacked with my gross snake arm. This whole time I didn't know. Okay, so is it the same video? Because it looks like it's the exact same video so far. Gonna fire breath the helicopter on the right. The left one's gonna be like, whoa! Yeah, it's the same video, by the way. Nothing changed there. Yeah, I gotta remember to hit start after those movies. Yeah, he's actually called True Ogre, by the way. Already beat him and already unlocked him. But at least you did look up something for me, so how many people you got left? 4. And unless I unlock more people, I don't know. So Julia's got that attack that the other lady had before, which was just launching them up in the air, but like they swapped her moves out and gave it to Julia now.
Fight.
Yeah. She fights just like the other girl now. Who I got mixed up before. What was it? Anna?
You win.
Julia fights like Anna now. Anna got her moveset.
Final round. Fight.
Trying to figure out her special move.
You win.
Nice front flip.
Final round. Fight.
So can I actually see? Oh, okay. Triple spin when crouching. Oh, cool. These are really easy, nice combos. I like them. Okay. Spin kick while rising. Oh, wait and hold forward. And hit triangle. Oh, these are throws. Okay. Don't see any death blow.
You win.
She doing?
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, back in R2.
You win.
Maybe she's got a headache.
Final round. Fight.
It's forward. I want to hit him with my move. I just figured it out. Let me do it. Let me pull it off.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, when I try, it's no big deal, but I'm not able to hit him. It sends you flying way up in the air. It's a pretty good move. But it's just too long to send somebody launching up in the air, so I won't do that too often.
Final round. Fight.
But you do not. I did it, actually. I gotta get him with this somehow. I did it. That was our hard grab. It's a down and away, hold forward triangle. That worked. It's pretty cool that you can just pull off these moves. You just look at them and go, okay, let's just give it a shot, and it works. Haven't done any 10-hit combos, but you know.
Final round. Fight.
You win. Gun Jack. Where's P Jack and where's normal Jack? Where's Jack 3?
Final round. Fight.
What was that combo? My up away kick again. My up away kick usually works a lot in these games.
You win.
Stage 9, everybody.
Final round. Fight.
Get out of here. A little kick for the end. A little push away kick for the end. Wait, I'm wearing like normal clothes. In the picture, I'm wearing like colorful stuff.
Fight.
Ow. Forward square, huh? That little kick for the end. Triple square to lead you to an uppercut is awesome. This character's all right. I'm liking this character too, especially if I could send people up in the air. Now the last girl in Tekken 2, June fought like my Asuka. Oops, I don't know what I was gonna do there. Nice, I hit him with my power uppercut. that move looked like Hitomi's move, actually. Hitomi has an uppercut like that in Dead or Alive. Yeah, I'm starting to see some similarities in all these games, too. Okay, now I'm wearing that outfit. Michelle?
Mother!
This one's voice-overed? How come all the other ones isn't voice-overed?
You have conquered Ogre. Now the key to control Ogre is this pendant. It was all Heihachi's evil plot.
I'll never let Heihachi get away with this.
No, Julia.
No, Julia.
Wait. Julia, hatred is not the answer. Do you remember why I taught you the powers to fight? It was to protect Mother Earth, not to destroy. Now let's go home. Back to Arizona, where the land awaits.
Back to Arizona, where the land awaits us. Heihachi's evil plan with the pendant, trying to control the ogre. You know what? The whole Mishima family must be pretty evil. They gotta be. They all have to be. Oh, I lost a battle or two, so that puts her up to that point. Okay. Yeah, I did pretty bad with the first character. That was my warm-up, though. I was getting used to the game, right? You can't fault me. With King, I did pretty bad on, though, I gotta admit. Can't fight with King. I'll hit circle and see what happens. I'm telling you, that's Jackie Chan right there. That character. There's a lot of characters that are. Morgan Freeman was in Tekken 7.
Fight.
Wait, can I do my dance again?
You win.
You can fly? You can fly. I did not know Gunjack can fly. I'm gonna try to do my dance.
Final round. Fight.
I did it too. Did my little dance for him. What else can I do? He laughs too.
Final round. Fight.
One, two, three, four.
You win.
I wish they wouldn't cut it off. I wish, like, the battle will end once you're done hitting the person. Because I wonder how long you can keep it going. Or just, like, put on, like, an AI to keep hitting the triangle button.
Fight.
And you just fight for, like, the next 10 years.
You win.
Fly away. Yeah, I wish I could fly like that. Oh no, I could be fighting anybody.
Final round. Fight.
I don't think they like me dancing. I'm fighting King.
KO. You win.
Oh, if I do okay, I just fly away. I see how it is.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, that hurt. Overhead smash. Oh right, I do remember that. I did the Cossack dance. I already did that. Megaton punch? That was it, I think. Yeah, that's it. Good job, man. I'm just trying to find some new moves, and it gets me killed if I try to learn new moves. If I go up and fight, I'll win instantly. Like that. If I really, really, really try, I don't lose, but when you're like, huh, what else can I do with these characters? And you're like, all right, let's just try these buttons, and I lose. Why?
Final round. Fight.
Square, 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 that's all you need to do. My bad, Anna. I said her name backwards, too.
You win.
Ryan.
Final round. Fight. KO.
He was expecting a jump towards kick, wasn't he?
You win.
This robot. This not numbered Jack.
Final round. Fight.
What was that? What was that? Hey Hachi, let me do my move, or I'll beat you up one of these rounds.
You continue. Final round. Fight.
I just landed on him and took out almost half a health bar. I was hitting L2, everybody.
You win.
I can fly. Alright. Oh.
Final round. Fight.
How much damage was that? That was almost 3/4 of a health bar. That was the most damage I've done yet.
You win.
Yeah, I can fly. He's just showing me how to do it. He was just teaching me the way. A simple square, 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 L2, L2, let go? Is that all you need to do?
Final round. Fight.
He actually blocked my forward kick. I was actually surprised and almost shocked. I had no idea what to do when he blocked it, and I'm like, oh, I guess I could keep fighting, but like that really threw me off that he blocked that. Working at a factory and constantly wanting to get upgraded. Some ladies upgrading him now? I thought some dude got captured by Kazuya before. Think of Iron Fist? She seemed happy. Isn't he supposed to be some, like, military... Dr. Abel? What about the lady that was on his shoulder? What about the... Well, like, I don't know what's going on, ever. I'll never know what's going on. My goodness, this is madness. Every ending is just like, oh. He threw him out of a helicopter. Sure, I understand that. I play as Mokujin. Does Mokujin have... Mokujin better have its own ending, because this is the new character that people were talking about before. They're like, you can unlock Mokujin, and I'm like, I don't know who Mokujin is, but cool.
Final round. Fight.
I'm playing as Heihachi. Am I? Yes, I am. Playing as Heihachi this time around. Good, good. Not my flying kick, I know my power shotgun attack. I got them all. Am I playing as Heihachi the whole time though, or is it swapped every round? Because I'll find out right now.
Final round. Fight.
What? Okay. I'm playing as Lee. Okay, no problem. And I had a couple more kicks up my sleeve too to trip him up if I really wanted to, but no need. I gotta guess who I'm playing as. I gotta like, I don't know everybody's intro, because the intro should let you know who you're playing as. I jump and I do oh, I'm playing as that girl, aren't I? The new girl. Yeah. Got him. I remember that move. Xiao Yu? I was playing as Xiao Yu. That's who I was playing.
You win.
Yeah, that's... The legs go through the tree trunk? Okay, whatever. Yeah, the graphics are what they are. You should have filed that down.
Round. Fight.
I don't know who I'm playing as. Am I playing as Paul? I don't know who I was playing as. Somebody who doesn't. It wasn't Paul.
Final round. Fight.
I'm playing as Law. It took me a while to figure out who I was playing as. That's really confusing when you're like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what the moves are because I don't know who I am right yet. That's madness. I don't know. If somebody's character is Mokujin and you won all your fights, amazing.
Final round. Fight.
Playing as Law again. Playing as Law again, everybody.
You win.
You gotta get me off this Law character. There's a lot of other characters. Oh, don't let me play as King. What about the other person?
Final
I'm playing as
round.
Eddie, aren't I?
Fight.
I'm playing as... I was the bear. I was Kuma. I could tell by that last attack.
You win.
Yeah, I'm the bear. I was Kuma. Or Panda, one of the two, but it didn't matter. If I would have figured out soon, I could use my R2 buttons there.
Final round. Fight.
Oh yeah, I'm playing as Eddie.
You win.
Eddie you just win with just by button mashing. It's funny that you don't copy the person who you're playing as. That would be interesting.
Final round. Fight.
Playing as Lee again.
You win.
Was I playing as Lee or was I playing as that girl? I might have been playing as Anna. I don't know. It seemed to work. I was gonna do my back spinny thing. Oh, I'm playing as Yoshimitsu.
Round. Fight. You win.
Yoshimitsu's probably the easiest one to tell because he has a sword. Oh, okay, who am I playing as for the last two people?
Final round. Fight.
Who am I playing as? I'm not sure who I'm playing as yet.
You continue.
Because I was like trying the moves that I thought maybe were them.
Final
Somebody who's
round.
boxing?
Fight.
I wasn't playing as Harang, was I? I wasn't playing as Harang because I could have destroyed him so much quicker. And I I think it might have been Harangue. No, I could have done 1,000 kicks there. This is crazy. I'm playing as the girl again.
Fight.
Okay, the boss doesn't let me do it. Oh, I lost?
You lose.
I was doing my special, but the boss was like, no, 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 you're not doing that. You gotta do like 3.
Final round. Fight.
Flying kick worked. I remember that move from the beginning.
You win.
No, I was playing as Julia. I couldn't hit square, square, square. No way. I couldn't tell. I can't tell who these people are. Oh no. Wait, she's wearing a dress and she threw something at him, threw him out. He's getting water. This looks like a real picture. And then they added, this is a real place. It's a real, like, clearly real. And then they added they're playing a video game. What is going on? This is amazing. Mokujin? I don't play games in the forest. That was awesome. That was probably the weirdest but best one yet. Again, they've done this many times where they had a real picture or a real video and then they just added the characters into the game. Yeah, I see that. It's very interesting. Mokujin did pretty bad on that one. Yeah, okay, because I had no idea what I was playing as. It was pretty rough. I guess you could start and look at the commands, I guess, and you'd be like, oh yeah, that person has that. I played as Anna once, so I'll see what move she has. I'll take a look at her moves and then move on.
Final round. Fight.
Forward, okay, creeping snake, double slap, somersault. I already forgot. Oh, it's towards. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I did there, but it was a big slap, so whatever.
You win.
What? Why would you laugh?
Final round. Fight.
Figured it out. I figured it out. Right at the end. Down, away, and R2. I was getting ready for my snake attack. Looks like her hips are broken. Is she alright? You swap her letters around.
Final
You call her Nana.
round. Fight.
That was a lot of damage. That's almost all the health bar. I did 95% damage there. The Anna's really weird. God, Lee, you threw me off. I didn't know I was playing as Lee at that one point.
Final round. Fight.
That's my move. Really? Out of the midair? That's just like the Nina. Okay.
You win.
I'm assuming they kick Anna out of the Tekken universe eventually, don't they? Because she's really weird.
Final round. Fight.
Over. Remember the square, triangle, almost 10-hit combo, but I don't remember if it's like other buttons, and I don't remember them right now. Oh well, at least I could win.
Final round. Fight.
I just lay on the ground. I just stay there. That's not a good kick to do in real life. I mean, I think it would hurt yourself in that process as well. Oh no, not Panda, who looks like a bear in this picture. How come you don't change the picture?
Final round. Fight.
What a good combo. What a good combo.
You win.
Rang. Reminded me of the ninja guy in
Final
Dead or Alive.
round. Fight.
I missed. Well, I hit back L2, L2. That worked.
You win.
We're almost done? Oh, man.
Final round. Fight.
Whoops. The flying kick is really good in this game. Like, really good to do in this game. I miss my jumping, flying, take your head off kick, but, you know, I'm glad they took that out because it's kind of powerful too.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, I was trying to do my combo over and over, but the ogre was like, no, we ain't having that.
Final round. Fight.
You were out of my that kick range. So I moved just a little bit and kicked him with the other leg. What is the chances? I don't know, it's kind of fun to be able to like, oh, I missed. Oh, a little bit, just correct it just a little bit. And the AI is like, you can't hit me.
Final round. Fight.
Wow.
You win.
You win. Well, that's it, everybody. Let's unlock more characters. Oh, so my tweet didn't work. Where is Lee? Is it Lee? No. Where's the guy with the silver hair? Oh, the guys are like, check this out. And left with the Beach Boys, and yeah, the graphics. Oh, I did not mean to hit skip that time. I just realized that I did not mean to skip that time because that was the ending, wasn't it? Whoops. It's fine. Team battle, team attack, survival, Tekken ball mode. I'm missing 2 characters. I don't know what Tekken ball mode is, but alright. I'm up for it. I'm missing... Let's write down the new... No, I'll write down the new characters later. But she's new. He's new. New. The same person. They added Jin now. It took Tekken 3 to add Jin, the grandson. Or the son of Kazuya. Yeah, and then that's Grandpa there. They added Harang and Brian. Gunjack is technically Jack, but they just changed his name for some reason, not Jack 3. And Eddie they added, and I don't know who these 2 other people are. But yeah, that's the new people who they added, and they removed my girl because she was a Tekken 2, and she had the moves that I was like, I know these moves, I know this 10-hit combo. So I don't know if she's here or if they took her out and then they're gonna work her into other Tekkens. I don't know, but yeah, they better get her back soon. Who do I like on this game? Like, he's pretty good. Eddie's just button mash good. I'm learning to just calm down with everybody, but Jin and these uppercuts just too powerful. And Julia got a pretty cool combo too, so Julia is alright as well. But I'll go with Kick Guy. What is, I don't know what I'm, who's gone? It's a dinosaur.
Final round. Fight.
Hey, oh baby! I didn't know what I was doing, but I was on the line and I couldn't go past the line any further. That was, I unlocked gone, everybody. Get me out of here. I unlocked gone. I would have never guessed.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, gun sucks. Okay, I died, but it's all right. I meant to hit. Oh, I gotta go into the thing. I was having a little bit too much fun. I forgot to skip. I have to leave. Battle your opponent by hitting him or her with the ball. Hit the ball into the opponent's court without letting it fall on your side of the court. Hitting the ball with special attack moves will turn the ball into an attack ball. The opponent's health meter will decrease the opponent's hit with the attack ball. Okay, everybody. I just unlocked a dinosaur. Tekken Force mode. Oh, Gon does not appear here. The back streets. Well, I'm doing the Tekken Force mode because...
Fight.
What's happening? Chicken. Come on, guys.
Chicken.
Oh, loading. So my CD is scratched. I want. Oh. Oh, he's not dead. Okay, everybody, chicken. What? The Badlands. Is there more chicken in the Badlands?
Fight. Chicken.
Chicken. Is it every time I get chicken? When I do my pose, like I get stuck in the loading. Yeah, I can't see him. I lost. Oh, I died. Oh, whoa! I didn't know my health was down that far. I wasn't even paying attention to my health bar. Characters. I guess this is how often I use them. Well, that was interesting. I will probably never be able to beat this mode. Because that was just like a lot of the life gone, and some of the enemies go off the screen. It's like a beat 'em up kind of game. Where you're just running around and you're just punching and stuff.
Heihachi Mishima, fight.
You're dead. Come on. I lock on one guy and I spin around and leaves me wide open?
Chicken.
Am I fighting as Eddie every time, or no? I can't see him, so I don't know if I'm hitting him or not.
Chicken.
Chicken. Maybe for you, finish the stage every line on the bottom progression bar? Yeah, but I gotta beat 4 bosses. I already lost to the second boss. I'm not even making it past these guys.
Chicken. Chicken.
Julia, huh? Really? They stop my kick every time? I was gonna take her in one go there. They won't let me go. They won't let me do it, okay. Gotta be careful. Had to be careful there. If the bosses can take with that much of my health so quickly, I gotta be careful. Darkness.
Heihachi Mishima, fight! Chicken.
Every time I get health, I lose it instantly. No food? Jin? Okay, just gotta play like really defensive on a boss because they're attacking me from ways I've never been attacked before. Am I going up a ramp?
Fight. Chicken. Chicken. Chicken.
Really? I went for a punch right then and there. I was turned the wrong way, but there was no health there, so yeah, that's really rough. I wonder what happens if I could win. It's pretty tricky to try to win though in a fighting game where your back gets turned. It locks on the enemies automatically. I can't like turn around quickly unless I like keep hitting left, left, left to look at the enemy on my left. There's an enemy on my right. I just stay locked on him. Theater mode. That's new. I'm missing 2 endings? I don't know how to unlock them. I have like an hour to try to figure out how to unlock the other endings, but maybe one is finished the mode that I was just on. And I don't know what else to do. If there's like some kind of other thing, but yeah, no, we've kind of seen it all. I didn't go in arcade. Well, the only person wait a minute, can I do Gone story in main story now? Because if I can, cool, I can unlock another video. And if you get the bronze, silver, and gold medals...
Final round, fight!
I think this is the start of that kangaroo character, isn't it? This is the start of the kangaroo character. It is. He's got the boxing gloves and everything. They started off with a dinosaur and they went, you know what, let's go with a kangaroo instead.
Final round, fight!
I'm gonna have to admit that button mashing circle's pretty powerful.
You win.
And it's got like a turtle shell back, and is it a young version of Bowser? Is this Bowser?
Round, fight.
I did backing away and circle. I did a tail slap. Oops, I mean hit you win, but anyway.
Final
You're gonna go?
Fight.
I was just hitting all the buttons. I was hitting all of the buttons. This is a very weird character here. If there's an even weirder character than this character, I'm shocked. Because this is by far the weirdest character I've fought in as yet.
Final round, fight.
I'm hitting the other buttons to see what it does.
Final round, fight.
I don't know what I was about to do there, but I was doing some pretty weird maneuvers. I just don't know what they're going to do.
You win.
Guess he's so happy he falls over.
Final round, fight.
Cool. can't tell when I'm supposed to block or not, too. This is a hard character to play as.
Final round. Fight.
I don't know what I was doing, but it did something.
You win.
I was doing something. I was hitting back and then forward, and it was a lot of buttons. I was hitting R2 and L and R1s.
Final round. Fight.
I can't, for some reason, hit him with that move anymore.
You continue.
So strange. I'll try to do Gone on...
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, that does nothing. I don't know what you were doing, so I rolled, but it didn't work. I am not good with Gone.
Final round. Fight.
What the heck are you? Welcome back, Art. I just unlocked this new character just a moment ago. I don't know what I am. I'm Gone, and that's all I can tell you. Dinosaur, baby T-Rex with boxing gloves, with a turtle shell.
Round. Fight.
They will not let me do that move ever again. I feel like my health, I don't have a lot of health. I want to take a few hits and I die as well.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, my spinny move worked. I don't know. But this is a weird fighter. I made it to stage 9 though.
Final round. Fight.
They will not let me pull this. They will not let me do that move anymore. Because I think it does this too much damage.
Final round. Fight.
I keep missing. It's so weird to fight as this character. I don't know if I'm like hitting high or low either.
Final round. Fight.
I missed. was running into him, but I never hit him once. I want to hit him with that move, but...
Final round. Fight.
Let's just hit buttons. I was hitting buttons. I was doing some weird maneuvers. All right. What are those two buttons? Yeah, it never hits. Okay. I think I was doing that move while running that button. Armadillo attack. Nothing seems to work at all with this character. They win. I won by I had more health. Thank goodness. That was hard. I have no moves with this character that works. Not a single punch or kick works.
Final round. Fight.
Are you gonna run into a wall eventually? So I'll win by default here. Because if I keep punching, the AI just keeps blocking, and if I have more health, I'll just win by timeout.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, that, like I don't know how I won that time. How? Anyway, Art, what do you think of my amazing dinosaur skills? I think it's my first time playing as a dinosaur, yeah? Yeah, I got an ending. I'm on a dolphin. On a whale. On a bigger whale. What's happening? The music. I'm hitting all the animals in the What? This is just going, everybody. Welcome to the strangest video ever. You trying to fly? And then the cycle begins again and again. I'm joking. Are you doing it? And then the cycle begins again? It's a never-ending loop. It's a never-ending. I was about to just joke because he landed back in the water again, but that's actually playing it. Are you kidding me?
The king of Iron Fist Tournament. Enter the Tekken.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm gonna let the credits roll because I've done enough. I'm gonna go to bed for a week now after that. I'm done. I'll just retire after that video. Too bad my tweet didn't work. What happened to that guy? It was Lee and Law. And I thought his name started with an L as well. He had silver hair, he had a whole bunch of kicks. I think his name was Lee, L-E-E. And then they added, You know what? It doesn't matter. There's a lot of characters. I don't know how to unlock the last video. I probably have to beat that mode, and I gotta just try again with a character that won't get hit. I can't wait to use my manual here. Just in case this video is blocked. I'll wait until it's done. Music just stopped. Is that normal? Because I didn't mute anything or stop anything. Apparently, like, there's another character I need to unlock by doing something, but whatever. I'll leave it be. I think the song ended before the titles ended. That usually doesn't happen anymore. Usually just keep playing songs over and over. Wow, some of those characters I barely played as. Oh, Khan is the one that was the worst with. Yeah, he was. That was the hardest one yet. I could try that mode one more time. I don't know. Wait, that was a different video. Yeah, I'm missing the other character's video. But even if I beat the thing and nothing unlocks, then whoops, but I unlocked Gone by playing that. There's still a survival and time and team battle. And then there's the Tekken Force mode. How about if I read this thing that I said I was gonna do first? When this when this was an arcade game, you had to keep feeding it quarters or something? Yeah, probably. I think all the arcade games you had to pay real money for. Wait, these videos are different, aren't they? Who's that character? That was an interesting intro. Okay, I don't want to see the AI fight. I can't stay on any screen. If I go to any battle thing, it'll do that. If I go to practice mode, maybe? I lost my character that I liked in Tekken 2. There's an auto guard in this game. If you don't do anything, you'll auto guard as well. Throws and escapes. You could actually just hit square and evade. That's awesome. So you just have to punch to evade a throw, not have to do the exact same throw. I'm liking that evade more because I did evade a bunch of throws by accident, of course, but I'm still going through the book. There you go, Jin. Jin is Kazuya Mishima's and Jun Kazama's son. Wait, Jun Jun? The character that I liked was Jin's mom? Was her last name Kazama and Tekken 2? Jun. We fought as Jun. You have to remember who she is. And she's gone now? Kazuya. Anyway, I don't know. He received intense training under his grandfather, Heihachi Mishima, in an all in an effort to avenge the loss of his mother by fighting and defeating Ogre. This tournament is his chance to test his strength to face his destiny. Okay, Xiao Yu, 16 years old, who loves amusement parks. Apparently her video had that. Entering the tournament is her first step in having the perfect amusement park built in China. And okay, well, he actually did a trick on her. Hu Rang entered the tournament after Ogre attacked his mentor, Baek, B-A-E-K. He was in Tekken 2 as well. Whom Harang respects greatly. He wants to redeem himself by taking revenge against Ogre and defeating Jin Kazama. Harang failed to beat Jin in the previous fight. Okay, so he lost the fight, and he's a brand new character. Eddie, huh? Son of a wealthy industrialist in Brazil, Eddie seeks revenge against the organization. Is the organization the Kazama that family? Kazuya? The Kazama? I mean Kazuya. Yeah, the Kazama family. I don't know why I went Kazuya for some reason. That took his father's life and unjustly put him in prison. Eddie joined the tournament with the intention of taking over the Mishima financial empire, so that he can use its resources against the organization. Okay, so no, there's a Mishima financial thing, and then there's an organization. There's an organization, and Eddie was put in jail. Wow, scary. Okay, Forest Law is the same. Forrest is martial law's proud son. Oh, there's martial law and then there's forest law. Okay, so we're playing as a younger Law, apparently. The old man with the beard was from Tekken 1 and 2. I would have never guessed that, see? Because the video doesn't say anything. It just shows you and you have to take a wild guess at what's going on. Oh! Paul dragged him into the tournament, but now he feels that this is an ideal opportunity to prove his strength to his father and to himself. I see. So Paul's an old man then, right? Paul is age 46! What? I had no... He does not look 46, but he had to be an old man if he's been in Tekken 1 and 2. Eddie's 27. Orang is 19. I forgot to read the good stuff. Because Jin is 19 as well. Hobby walks in the forest, likes mother's teaching, dislikes deception. I don't think anybody likes deception. Alright. What is she? Hobby, traveling, visiting amusement parks worldwide. That's Xiao Yu. Likes Chinese steamed buns, shrimp dumplings, and Peking duck, etc. Okay. Dislikes math teachers. oh, I'm so glad I'm so glad I remembered this. This is the best. Okay, we got Hu Rang. Oh, his occupation's a street thug leader? He's a street thug leader? I forgot to read their occupations as well, because... Martial artist. Occupation student. Panda caretaker. She's a panda caretaker. Okay. My bad. I gotta read everything, apparently. Hobby. Yachting. Good at all sports. Okay. Likes rock music, street fighting, and arguing. Okay. Dislikes Mishima style fighting, karate, and dislikes Jin Kazama as well. Kazama. He dislikes Jin. Okay. Occupation none. Hobby leadership training. Likes power, dislikes weakness. That's Eddie? What an interesting twist. Occupation martial dojo, second master, maybe? Okay. I didn't say that. The game this in the book. I wish I had the book on screen like I did Tekken 1 and 2. Hobby is shopping. Likes credit cards, paid for Paul's tournament entrance fee and gas as well. Dislikes riding as a passenger on a motorcycle. Paul's driving scares him. Okay, wow. Oh, you're an old man. 46 years old, my goodness. Occupation none. Still trains with the intention of becoming the #1 fighter in the universe? 20 plus years ago, Paul. Hobby motorcycles, likes pizza and smell of gasoline. That shouldn't be a like. Don't put that on your likes, please. Dislikes freeways in Japan. This was caught in a massive. It was caught in a massive traffic jam during the previous tournament, so he doesn't like freeways. Doesn't like traffic. Okay. Lei Wulong. Okay. Occupation still a policeman. He's actually 45 years old too. Wow, he's old up there. Hobby, movies and naps. Likes electronics, dislikes crime and criminals. I see. He's definitely a police officer. King is 28. Okay. Would be a younger king. If he's been 20 years old and went into like a drinking thing, he's got a crazy life. Anyway, pro wrestler, manager of an orphanage still. Okay, he's still that. Helping orphan children, likes celebrating victory with Armor King. That's different. Dislikes the tears of children. Well, I mean, reading this as like somebody who's not from this era is absolutely one of the best things I've read. I don't read books, but I would read a Tekken manual guide any day. Just for the thing. Oh my goodness, there's actually more to read. I forgot about the first part. I forgot to read Paul and everybody else. We gotta go all the way back to Paul. Paul Phoenix is a fighter who is admired by young kids worldwide. He let victory escape him in the last tournament, but he has since renewed his training with vigor. He won't let victory slip away this time. Even at the age of 46, Paul has no weak spots. Yeah, he's old. That's a weak spot. Lei Wulong is a shrewd detective responsible for solving many international crimes. Lei entered the tournament to investigate the cause behind the disappearing martial arts masters. And it's probably Ogre's fault this time, right? I'm not gonna blame the Kazuya family again for everything, even though they've done a lot of crime in the past games. O King is a young man who was raised in the original King's orphanage. Oh, this is a younger king, isn't it? After being savagely attacked by Ogre, his mentor's dying wish was for King to take over the orphanage. And he now fights as a pro wrestler to support the orphanage. I feel like this is another king. Okay, now we're back, aren't we? Yes, okay, we're back on the... I gotta read the top part and all the stuff on the bottom. Yeah, there's a lot of reading, but this is worth it, trust me. Wait, if I just go with this, will this just go without me even fighting? Go for it, AI. Nina Williams, everybody. I'm auto-blocking everything? That's hilarious. I'm not even fighting. After failing to assassinate Kazuya Mishima in the last tournament, she was forced to become a test subject for cryogenic research. Reawakened by Ogre's powers, she is determined to eliminate Jin Kazama. She was put in... What is going on in this universe? Why was she a test subject for cryogenic research? I thought she was getting her memory back. Anyway, she's 22 years old. A. Her blood type was A, but it changed during cryo sleep. That's amazing. If the character falls over, he doesn't get back up. Occupation. To assassinate Jin Kazama, Ogre may be manipulating her. Ogre might be manipulating her? That's weird. Hobby is retracing memories. Likes, doesn't remember. Maybe milk tea. Yeah, okay, remember her likes. It was milk tea, biscuits, and something other weird, some weird thing. I remember that. Okay. Dislikes, doesn't remember. Maybe Anna. Maybe she dislikes Anna. That's kind of funny. Yoshimitsu. All right, here we go. We're almost done. Oh, he's the last one. Really? Yoshimitsu is the leader of the Maji clan, a notorious gang of Robin Hood-like space thieves. Robin Hood-like space thieves. He is from space, everybody. They brought it back. He entered the tournament upon learning that his friend Dr. Baskanovich. Okay, that's the... I thought he didn't rescue the doctor in the last time he won. Learning that his friend Dr. Baskanovich needs Ogre's blood to live, Yoshimitsu now fights to save the life of the man who once saved him. Interesting. That's why they put the blood in the rat, and then the rat turned into super size? Okay, that's a bad idea. Occupation, leader of the Maji clan. Hobby, watching sumo wrestling matches and surfing the net now. He used to like video games, then he liked TV show video games, and now he likes surfing the net. He's evolving. Likes video game arcades, especially those in Shinjuku, Japan. Oh, I see. Dislikes villains and poor losers in video games. Wow. Well, there you go, everybody. I'm glad I read that. That was totally worth it. I will defeat him. Anyway, where's the 10-hit combos at in this game? They've removed the 10-hit combos from the list. Nice, okay. Whoa! I like that kick. It was one of my favorite ones. Ow! I don't like how they stop me from doing that kick. Anyway. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done. Combo training? Oh, you have to do it this way, everybody. Almost did it, didn't I? I don't know. Well, I think I'm doing the end part of the combo. Yeah, it just sends them flying. It's really weird. I wish I could see the AI do it. Anyway, I'm done. That was fun. I've done enough. I almost got 4 hours out of this. There's the Tekken Force mode was a nice little mode. I can see it getting repetitive pretty quickly. Oh no, I gotta do something, don't I? If I do Tekken, wait, if I went Tekken Ball mode, I don't have to select anything. Cool. I'm like, at least Tekken and Dead or Alive at the end had a mode that you can do something other than arcade or fighting online. And Tekken 3 had it right away. I don't know if any of the other games had other modes like that, where you can unlock things. I just want to unlock stuff, and not just outfits. Outfits is just gonna bore me. But if you could unlock all the characters, that would be great. Or just playing the game and unlocking them, and that's fun too. But I've noticed Tekken has a spot where I don't know how to unlock this character. There's no like clue to how to unlock him. So you gotta like do everything. But I wouldn't mind just being able to go and buy the character as well after a while. And unlocking the outfits would be cool too. Sure, it would be. But I'm having the most fun fighting in Tekken. Dead or Alive was right up there as well. But Dead or Alive had some of the hardest bosses ever that was super cheap. Where Tekken, I've been able to put it on easy from the get-go, and I've been able to win. And I think I had Dead or Alive on easy as well, didn't I? And I couldn't win? I think so anyway, but Tekken just seems to be the one that has a range of difficulty, and it's great, because I don't want to be on the hardest difficulty on my first playthrough. So, Tekken seems to be that. Now, again, I'm missing characters. I'm missing my fighter that I had. I was happy to see her, but now she's gone already. I believe that is Jin's mom, surprisingly. That's gonna throw me off a lot. But eventually they'll bring her back as Asuka. I saw her in when I watched my Tekken 7. No, I didn't watch it because that's 6 hours, 3 hours a piece, and there was 2 episodes. But I skipped ahead and I saw Asuka, and I'm like, oh, that's the character, and I did guess her name correctly. Good. But yeah, like, I have no more Tekkens. I have no more Tekkens unless the Heavenlies want me to get it, and hopefully we can get it. I wouldn't mind finishing off the rest of the Tekkens. That would be lovely. 4 and 5 is the 2 next ones. 5 is on my PlayStation 3, but 4 is the one I'm having the hardest time getting. Because it's not digital, so I have to buy it really, and find it. I also have to find it as well. But this has been fun. Unlocking a weird dinosaur, and Jack 3 is missing surprisingly from this game. King and Armor King. They added Mokujin, a random player style. Anyway, this one's been interesting. There's a lot of characters from the original game still here, which is awesome because Paul was there from the beginning as well, and Yoshimitsu. So they changed Julia from the other girl, and Anna seems to have her own style like Nina now. I'm assuming Anna is gonna get sent away. I don't remember Anna, unless she was super creepy and my brain just deleted her. That could be a thing. Ogre is just a bad guy, and the book didn't tell me anything about Ogre at all. So I'm just assuming Ogre attacked people and everybody's angry at it, and I'm assuming this person set up the Tekken, the King of Iron Fest tournament this time around. But now Jin's around, but where's Kazuya? I know he was probably thrown off of a thing, but Kazuya's not dead. But if they're playing it like he did die back in the day, Who knows? But I know that he's not dead, so everyone's been thrown off of a high place at this point. He threw his son off. Kazuya threw him off in Tekken 1. He came back and threw Kazuya off, and in Tekken 3, he throws Jin out of a helicopter. So everyone's been thrown off of a high place in this family so far. I don't know if it's supposed to be funny or not, but to me, it's just the oddest thing ever. But there it is. Yeah, it's been weird, but it's been fun at the same time. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know. Tekken 4 may not ever happen. I do not know. If nobody talks about it and years go by, it might be forgotten, sadly. I don't know. I have no idea what you like or dislike. I know Cashin doesn't like the fighting game, so that's one person I know who doesn't want to see the series. And anybody else, I don't know either. First start and select to exit. Was that on the screen the whole time? It probably was. I'm only now seeing it. But I guess. I don't know what's happening tomorrow. We'll see what happens, because yeah, now I got the fighting out of my... I have no more fighting, so other than that weird Soul Calibur one. But I would prefer to keep going through Tekken if I had the power to do so. The music is absolutely wild. Now that I'm listening to it, yeah, the music's absolutely wild. But yeah, with that, I mean, I got nothing else to say. Yeah, I don't know who won the tournament this time around at all. I have no idea what truly happened. So yeah, maybe Tekken 4 will tell me. But I guess I look forward to the next Tekken. Hopefully it happens, and whatever's gonna happen tomorrow. So thanks, Heavenlies, for showing up and watching. And seriously, if you like what I'm doing, please hit those buttons. You know what to do by now. And I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.